Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the November 5th, 2020 meeting of the Rotterdam Town Board. Ms. Marco, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Christo?
Present.
Mr. Gittarelli?
Present.
Mrs. Miller Herrera?
Present.
Mr. Signor?
Present.
And Mr. Tomazone?
Present.
5 present.
Okay, if you'd all please stand, and Evan, if you would lead us in the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag
of the United
of the
States
United
of
States
America
of America
and to the
and
republic
to the
for which
republic
it
for which
stands,
it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with
liberty
liberty
and justice
and
for all.
justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. We just have just make another announcement here regarding our Veterans Day services. So Wednesday, November 11th, Veterans Day, please consider joining us here at Town Hall at 2:30 p.m. The ceremony will be following a similar schedule as normal, with the exception of a guest speaker. And I don't know who that is yet, to be honest with you. So we're going to have a guest speaker. The ceremony will take place outside in Veterans Park next to Town Hall at 1100 Sunrise Boulevard. In the event of inclement weather, unfortunately, we're not able to move this ceremony inside due to COVID restrictions in place for government buildings. Social distancing and masks will be required during the ceremony, and we'll have some available in case some of the masks available in case people do forget them. So this evening, we don't have any proclamations or presentations. We just have the information here that we're going to talk through here on. Mr. Linero is going to take care of us with our seeker and other relative information to the High Bridge Sewer District and also Curry Road condo property sewer conveyance and some information along those lines. And that's what all the resolutions have to do with here this evening. So first, though, we're going to go to a public comment privilege of the floor. Is there anyone that would like to speak on any topic? If you don't mind unmuting yourself and letting us know. You have 4 minutes to speak. What I'll do is I'll let you know when your time is up. Gently let you know. Does anyone like to speak under public comment privilege of the floor on any topic?
I did send a request for our 4 participants to unmute.
Okay, so if no one's unmuting. Okay, let's move into the resolutions. But Mr. Linero, are you prepared to just give us a summary? You did this last meeting. Could you just give us a summary for both of these, we'll call it projects?
Sure. So regarding the High Bridge Sewer Project, there are 3 actions that need to occur. The first action relates to a resolution that is adopting the amended map and plan that was presented at the last board meeting and reaffirming the seeker status for that project, which was an unlisted action that requires no formal declaration. The second resolution relates to the funding for the project, which is authorizing for a bond anticipation note to support the cost for the project. And the third resolution relates to a construction contract change order for the additional item of work that was included in the map, the amended map and plan, and with the resolution being approved tonight for execution by the supervisor, so the work can be advanced by the contractor in advance of the underlying construction contract, which included the replacement of the pumps and the introduction of backup generators and SCADA equipment. Then with regards to the Curry Road condo project, the resolutions, there's 2 resolutions related to that. The first resolution relates to the town board acknowledging its status as lead agency under seeker, and then acting on the seeker documentation that has been provided for review by the board members in order to support a declaration of impact being of non-significance. And then the second resolution is accepting the map, plan, and report for the Curry Road condo special improvement area, subject to 30-day permissive referendum. Then the third item, there's two resolutions, and it relates to Sewer District 7 Extension Number 2. The first resolution supports the action on the amended seeker documentation that was presented to the board, reasserting the town board's status as lead agency, and then acting on that amended seeker documentation. And then the second resolution is relative to an order which relates to the determinations and findings relative to the EDPL process conducted for the Sewer District Number 7 Extension Number 2 project.
All right. So we'll go through each resolution, and then if board members have anything on any of the questions on any of the resolutions one by one, we'll go through them. We can ask Mr. Lanier to clarify if there's anything to clarify. So Ms. Marco, let's move into the resolutions. First resolution.
A resolution adopting the amended map and plan and reaffirming seeker for the hybrid sewer district number 6A project.
Can I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Christou. Is there a second, please?
I'll second.
Okay, second by Mr. Signor. Anyone on the question? Okay, Ms. Marco, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Christou?
Yes.
Mr. Gitterelli?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller Herrera?
yes,
Mr. Signor?
Yes.
And Mr. Tomazone?
Yes.
5 yes.
The resolution passes. Next resolution, Ms. Marco.
For some reason, I lost y'all. How come? Everything went blank. Why?
Would you lose?
I don't see anybody. It's all of a sudden it went blank.
We can hear you. We can see you.
Well, guess what? I can't see you, so I'll just continue it. I don't know why. I don't know what happened.
If
I'm ready.
If you click
Possibly
on the,
block your camera with something?
I don't know.
if you
That's
click on
exactly-
the icon on the bottom, Diane, the zoom,
Yeah.
icon, bring it back up. If you just accidentally touch something
Oh.
else.
Oh, there you go. Thank you so much, Kate. A resolution authorizing a bond anticipation note for the hybrid sewer district number 6A project.
Okay, may I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Christou. Is there a second, please?
I'll second.
Okay, second by Mr. Was that Gitterelli or Signor?
Get it-
Johnson.
Get a-
Mr. Gitterelli? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't look up to see. As often you sound alike there. Okay, so we have a motion by Mr. Christou and a second by Mr. Gitterelli. Anyone on the question? Okay, Ms. Marco, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Christou?
Yes.
Mr. Gitterelli?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller Herrera?
yes,
Mr. Signor?
Yes.
And Mr. Tomazone?
Yes.
5 yes.
The resolution passes. Next resolution, please.
A resolution authorizing a change order for hybrid sewer district number 6A project.
Okay, may I have a motion, please?
I'll move.
Motion by Mr. Christou. Is there a second, please?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Gitterelli.
We
beat you out, even though he was-
sound an awful lot alike, but that was me, Steve.
Even though he was on mute, he beat you out, but I'll.
Okay, all right.
Seconded by Mr. Signor. We heard you. But seriously, he was on mute but
I was on mute.
seconded by Mr. Signor.
You have
Anyone
problems
on
with
the
that?
question? Okay, Ms. Marco, please call the roll again.
Mr. Christou?
Yes.
Mr. Gitterelli?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller Herrera?
yes,
Mr. Signor?
Yes.
And Mr. Tomazone?
Yes,
5 yes.
the resolution passes. Next resolution, please.
A resolution issuing a negative declaration for Curry Road condo property sewer conveyance.
Okay, may I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Christou. Is there a second, please?
Go ahead, Joe. I'll second.
Second by Mr. Gitterelli. Anyone on the question? Okay, Ms. Marco, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Christou?
Yes.
Mr. Gitterelli?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller Herrera?
yes,
Mr. Signor?
Yes.
and Mr. Thomasone.
Yes.
5 yes.
Resolution passes. Next resolution, please.
A resolution accepting the map, plan, and report for the Curry Road condo property sewer conveyance.
Okay, may I have a motion, please?
I'll make a move.
Motion by Mr. Goodrelli. Is there a second, please?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Signor. Okay, anyone on the question? Ms. Marco, please call the roll.
Mr. Christo,
Yes.
Mr. Gitterelli,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller Herrera,
yes,
Mr. Signor,
Yes.
and Mr. Thomasone.
Yes.
5 yes.
Okay, resolution passes. Next resolution, Ms. Marco.
A resolution issuing a negative declaration for the taking of property through eminent domain for sewer 7 and extension number 2.
Okay, may I have a motion, please?
I'll move.
Motion by Mr. Christou. Is there a second, please?
Second.
Second by Mr. Signor. Okay, anyone on the question? Okay, Ms. Marco, please call the roll.
Mr. Christo,
Yes.
Mr. Gitterelli,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller Herrera,
yes,
Mr. Signor,
Yes.
and Mr. Thomasone.
Yes.
5 yes.
Okay, resolution passes. Next resolution, please, or order, please.
Yep.
Sorry.
An order issuing and ordering determinations and findings in connection with condemnation of property for sewer 7, extension number 2, Carmen Road project.
Okay, may I have a motion, please?
I'll move.
Order. Motion by Mr. Christou for the order. Is there a second, please?
Second.
Do we get a second? I'm sorry.
I'll second.
I'll second,
Second by Mr. Guidarelli. Okay, thank you. Okay, anyone on the question? Ms. Marco, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Christo,
Yes.
Mr. Gitterelli,
Yes.
Mrs. Miller Herrera,
yes,
Mr. Signor,
Yes.
and Mr. Thomasone.
Yes.
5 yes.
Okay, does anyone have anything under committee reports or miscellaneous this evening? So just to put on your calendars, the change, for next week, our regular meeting is Tuesday instead of Wednesday because Wednesday is Veterans Day. So please, hopefully everybody will be able to attend on Tuesday night. And that's all I have this evening, unless someone else has something else that they'd like to discuss at this point in time.
Are we going into executive session, Mr. Supervisor, for legal advice?
I think we may.
Legal- If I may, legal advice is not a subject of executive session. It's not a meeting.
Oh, I see. So we would, the procedure then would be to adjourn the meeting and then have the legal advice meeting?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Mr. Supervisor, I move to adjourn.
Okay, we have a motion for adjournment by Mr. Christou. Is there a second, please?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Signor. Okay, all in favor of adjournment signify by saying aye. Aye.
I,
Opposed? Okay, thank you very much, everyone, for attending our meeting, and have a great night. Thank you very
Have a good
much.
night, everybody.
Steve Thomasone, I was right, 15 minutes. There you go.
You should have played the over-under on that one.
Yeah.
And Kate, will you give me the, for the executive?
It's
You know,
not
you give me
an executive session.
Diane, we're not doing an executive session, so you don't have to worry about it.
I thought you were. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you
Okay.
so much. Thanks.
legal advice is, or